Title, Romans 8:26-30, When we are weak. Content 8:26-30, When we are weak. 1. The Holy Spirit helps us in our weakness, 26-27. In the same way the Spirit begins verse 26. Just as certain hope sustains us in our afflictions, so the Holy Spirit helps us. The verb to help means to bear the burden together. The Holy Spirit carries the burden of weakness with us. For example, when we do not know what to pray for as we ought, the Holy Spirit intercedes for us, 26. The Holy Spirit guides us to pray according to God's will by correcting our wrong prayers and prayers wrapped in greed, 27. May you know, gentlemen, that the Holy Spirit is carrying your burdens with you in your troubles. 2. God also causes all things to work together for good for us, 28. We know is the subject of this sentence. What we know is the most important word. That you know empirically. What? All things work together for good. For example, a person is ill. That his disease does him good. Someone has failed in business. His failures do him good. Health, disease, success, and failure all work together so that God works for good. To whom is this surprising fact? To those who love God, to those who are the called according to His purpose. One who loves God. To avoid the misunderstanding that this conviction depends on subjective love, another expression is immediately added. The one who is called according to His purpose. Saints, do you know this? I hope you are convinced of this. 3. For the perfection of salvation, God makes all things work together for good. 29-30, verse 28 explains. Why work together for good? God's foreknowledge and predestination are His will in verse 28. What is the purpose of selection and predestination? Verse 29. For this purpose, God works so that all things work together for good. Simply put, God uses all of our circumstances for good in order to make us Christ-like. For this reason, sometimes failure is necessary. Injustice is necessary, and it is necessary to get sick. Please believe that all things work together for good for our salvation. In verse 30, the past tense is used for glorified. Augustine said, I cannot be at ease a day until I have faith that God has foreordained me. God must save the person He predestined. I hope you believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, never be discouraged when we are weak. Like David, 1 Samuel 17, 45-47, 50, please look forward to God's work.